34 people. Yeah, so you.
All right then. Good evening, Steelers fans. I'm not going to turn into Dave Sims, I hope. Thank you for joining us. Very rushed and put together over the weekend, but we thought we'd do a bit of a Steelers quiz. So we've got a 4-round quiz. We've got about 7 to 10 questions in each round. We're going to be going through some recent areas of the Steelers, some history, got some pictures, and some general knowledge. And all you are going to need is a pen and paper. Don't write your answers in the comments or the live chat, that'll just spoil it for everyone else. Play along with family and friends, play along with everyone else, leave your scores in the chat on YouTube. And all the questions are based on Steelers stats, which I've been told that Sims use quite a lot, and or elite prospects. But if anyone's got any problems or says that something's wrong, let me know. Other than that, have fun. If everyone can just say hi in the chat, let's see who we've got. Got Frank McDuck, got Lewis. Let us know if you're keeping well. Everyone's staying sane. Got Kaylee and a mom. Here we go. Patrick, Bennett, Davey. Cheers, pal. Renze, Mr. Blair. Emma. Giving it a go. There are some actually really hard questions. And then there's some easy ones as well. So hopefully it'll appeal to everyone. Kyle and family, good evening. Right then, so if everyone's here, we've got 41. Oh, hey, love that number. 41 viewers so far. Simon, afternoon. Ben and Bradley, afternoon as well. Right then, if everyone is ready, let's get straight into it. So, round one, question one. The Sheffield Steelers intro has been recently known to include which Foo Fighters song? So again, make sure that no one puts their answers in the live chat and spells it for everyone, please. So again, the Sheffield Steelers intro has been recently known to include which Foo Fighters song? Should be a nice and easy one to warm up with. Okay, so question 2. What Steelers player currently wears number 52? What Steelers player currently wears number 52? On to question 3. Who was the last player to competitively score a goal for the Sheffield Steelers? The last player to competitively score a goal for the Sheffield Steelers. Nice quick hi to Matt and Amy and Joe and Matt and Mrs. Stickbag. As far as marking's concerned, for everyone Emma's just pointed out, this is all up to yourselves. There's no great way for us to obviously mark it all, so you're only cheating yourselves. Pop your scores in and see how you compete against everyone else. You don't get marked down for spelling, Emma. All right then, on to question 4. By appearances, who is the longest serving player for the Sheffield Steelers? By appearances, who is the longest serving player for the Sheffield Steelers? I said there's quite a couple of easy ones just to warm up with. It does get a lot harder. On to question 5 then. Let me know if I'm going too fast, by the way, in the comments. Question 5. What current player has recorded the most goals scored with the Steelers? So that's not in this player's full career. This is one singular player within the Steelers who's got the most goals scored. What current player has recorded the most goals scored with the Steelers? Question 6. Currently, who is the youngest Steelers player? There's actually 5 millennials signed, I think, if I were looking correctly at the stats. But which one is the youngest?
John Blair's comment, was it goddamn Carol Baskin?
Carol Baskin. Dan, only you, mate, only you. Oh, Steelers history, which player holds the record for the most penalty minutes? And that's not including friendly or challenge games, so that's League, Cup, etc., etc. Who has got the most penalty minutes in Steelers history? Alright then, question 8. See who knows the Scrabble. Which of these surnames would score the most points in Scrabble? . old Pims there. Quick flick through. Brilliant. Right then. Now you've got them down. Question 9. Who was the last Steelers player to wear number 41? Obviously, I picked this question. The last Steelers player to wear the jersey number 41. Fairly recent. And on to question 10. Who scored the most goals this 2019-2020 season over the Challenge Cup and League for the Steelers? Who scored the most goals this season in Challenge Cup and League for the Steelers? Cheers to that, Luke. Cheers, Lewis. All right then, so that is round 1. So I'll give you a quick minute, tie up some of your answers, and we'll go through those in a second. Right then, so we are going to do the answers after each round, just in case one has to shoot off and they don't miss anything. But so the answers to round 1. Sheffield Steelers Foo Fighters song is The Pretender. What Steelers player currently wears 52? Nikolai Lemchikov. I'll take it that's your spellings, Emma. The last player to competitively score was the only Michael Davis. The longest serving player by appearances is your captain, Jonathan Phillips. Sorry, I did say I weren't going to try and turn into Simsy then. The current player that has recorded the most goals is Mr. Robert Dowd. The currently youngest player is Alex Graham. Jason Hewitt currently holds the most penalty minutes in Steelers history. Colonel Lynham will score you the most points in Scrabble. The one and only Guillaume Debienne if I've even pronounced his first name right. Back to French. And question 10. It was Brendan Connolly who scored the most goals. If I'm right in saying it's only by a few points, it's not by much at all. Right then, we're going to have a quick break. I'm going to leave you with a little video. While we do, go and grab yourselves a drink. Let's see if the powers of technology works. Renze, thank you very much. Alright, welcome back. So we'll look through a couple of these comments then, see what we've got. 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Decent. Oh, Paul. Canto. He did. Now, the stats page that I have worked it from, they had to have 10 games to qualify. So, yes, you are right, Paul. I'll let you have it. But the stats where we got everything from, it was based on players that have played more than 10 games. Eight out of 10, 7 out of 10. Awesome, looking well. Right then, round 2, history. This is going to be a lot more challenging, I would have thought. So, which former player holds the following Steelers records? Most points in a season, most goals in a season, most assists in a season. Which former player holds the following Steelers records? Most points in a season, most goals in a season, and most assists in a season. And a quick bonus point on that one as well, if you can tell us what season they were in. Question 2. What season did the Steelers win the first league title? We'll correct that. Win their first league title. Question 3. Moose has achieved 24 shutouts with the Steelers. Which other former netminder shares this record? I imagine a lot of the younger ones will probably struggle with a lot of these. I did as well, but let's see if there's any long-time Steelers season ticket holders that might know that one. Question 4. How many times have the Sheffield Steelers finished first in their respective leagues since 1991? How many times have the Steelers finished first in their respective leagues since 1991? Question 5. Who is the only Steelers player to wear 95? You'll never guess who requested that question. Moz? Who is the only Steelers player to wear 95? Question 6. The Steelers assigned 3 coaches in their 05-06 season. Name all 3. And this does include their first and surname. Which 3 Steelers coaches were assigned in the 05-06 season? Question 7. How many shirt numbers have the Steelers retired? Question 8. Who scored the Steelers' first ever goal in a competitive game? So the first goal in a competitive game for the Steelers. Who scored it? Question 9. Who is the only Steelers full-time captain to never win a trophy? So this is not talking about game day captains, full-time captain. to never win a trophy? And question 10 for round 2. What year were the Steelers formed? Nice and easy. What year were the Steelers formed? Alright. Drop a message in the chat, just say that you're all ready, and we'll go through the answers. Bennett, if you learn to shoot, I might start passing to you more, pal. Right, everyone ready? So, on to the answers of round 2. Steve Nemeth was the record holder for most points, most goals, and most assists in a season. And for your bonus point, it was their first season, 1991 to 92. If anyone had a guess at that. What season did the Steelers win their first league title? That was the 95-96 season. Who shared Moose's 24-game shutout record? That was Jody Lehman. How many times has the Steelers finished first in their respective leagues since 91? Answer is 9. Muzzy's question. Who was the only Steeler to wear 95? That was Brent Bobick. The 3 Steelers coaches assigned in 05-06 was Paul Heavey, Dennis Maxwell, and Dave Whistle. I've spelled that wrong. Ignore that. Stickbag, rest assured, Jojo can jump on later and he can watch it again. It will be back up on the YouTube page for you to watch again if you want to do it with someone else. Question 7. How many shirt numbers have the Steelers retired? The answer is 6. The first ever competitive goal was scored by Rocket Ron Shudra. Only Steelers full-time captain to never win a trophy, Sean Maltby. And question 10. Steelers were formed in 1991. So, get your points put through.
Yeah, all right. We changed it, didn't we? We really went on.
And we'll go through the answers onto round 3 in a second. And we'll leave you with another quick video again. Again, courtesy of Mr. Renzi. We'll be back very shortly. Okay then, on to round 3. Just before we do, let's have a quick look through, see what people have got. A lot lower scores this time. Yeah, Paul, you are right. In true me fashion, everything being last minute. We forgot to change one back. So if anyone is relaying back to the question 2, it is indeed 94, 95. Five out of 10 for the Browns. 6 from Mr. Bolger. Joe with 6. Emma 2. Go on then, Stickbag. What did we get? Right then. On to round 3. So each of these questions are relating somewhat to a picture or media of some kind. So the first one, name the player. I'm guessing that you got 0 then, Stickbag. Alright, then 1. Question 2. Who is this young chap? Question 3. How many Elite League clubs has this Steeler played for? How many Elite League clubs has this Steeler played for? Question 4. What year or season, if that's easier for you, did this player join the Steelers? I'll just run back through them first. 1 and 2. So that's question 1. Question 2. Question 3. How many Elite League clubs has this Steeler played for? And number 4. What year or season did this Steeler join? Right then. Eyes and ears. Question 5. Quick video. Pay attention.
Springs going centre ice. And there's Scott Metcalf coming in on the backside. Barry Johnson. And now we're going to see something. As Barado just throws another punch in. And now Spring wants to go. He's taking a punch. Scott Metcalf. He's let go. Just let them go. And here's Trumbley's come out. Trumbley's come out. Oh my word. Trumbley's got the penalty ball. So Scott Allison. We're going to see the benches clear now. We're going to see the benches clear as Adam Smith's trying to get out. All the action's going on down here. We're going to see some heavy discipline going on as we've seen them all getting involved. Nobody's really throwing punches down there. As the Sheffield Steelers fans, there's some fans trying to get at Terry Christensen on the bench. It's all going on the ice. Everybody's battling. Nobody's really throwing punches. There's a lot of grappling, a lot of holding on. As now we see Scott Metcalf. He's having a few words. Metcalf saying he wants to go. He throws another shot into the face of Corey Spring. And Corey Spring doesn't want to throw any punches. The linesman should just leave them. And he has done. Here's Scott Metcalf. Corey Spring going centre ice. The pugilist he's rolling up his sleeves. Everyone's turning around. And we're seeing Paul Barado lying there prostrate on the floor as Trumbley goes to the penalty box. These two, the Spring throws one into the face of Metcalf. Metcalf's going to throw a couple here. Takes him down. Oh, that's a good wrestling move there for holding on to one another. As Metcalf's going again still. We're seeing some...
Alright, so you were paying attention. So that was a clip from the bench clearance against the Manchester Storm at the end of the millennium, or end of year 2000 on New Year's Eve. My question to you is, which Steelers player illegally left the penalty box first? Which Steelers player illegally left the penalty box first? Question 6. Curtis Warburton took to the ice for the first time as a Steeler back in the beginning of January. But what number did he wear? Curtis Warburton joined the Steelers at the beginning of January, took to the ice. What number was he wearing? And the final question for round 3, question 7. Who's this gentleman? That's a great snapshot. I'm guessing Wooly took that one. Alright then, so round 3 answers. Let us know in the comments if you are ready. And we'll get straight into them. So how well do we think we've done then? Question 1, round 3, was indeed Ken Priestley, the Messiah. Question 2 was Mark Thomas. Question 3. Indeed, he has played for 4 different teams, and that would be, I think, in the right order is reverse. So Basingstoke Bison, when they were Elite League, obviously they're not now. Edinburgh Capitals, obviously when they were around. Coventry Blaze, and then Steelers. I think he went back to Caps at one point, or Basingstoke, one or the other. What year or season did this player join? Indeed, it was 2014-2015 season. And I asked you on question 5 on the video, which player illegally left the penalty box first? It was Scott Allison. Question 6, Curtis wore the number 34. And question 7, it was Josh Pitt. Right, so another quick break before we go into the last round. Just general knowledge. We've got another 7 questions. And we'll get back in just a minute or two. You want to grab a drink? Leave your answers, well not your answers, your scores in the chat. Let's let us know what you got. And yeah, back in a minute. Right then. Moving on to round 4 then. Let's see what we got in the last round. 4 out of 7, 5 out of 7. Not bad, not bad, not bad. 4 out of 7, 6 out of 7, Kaylee, nice. 1 out of 7, Amy. 4 out of 7 for the Browns. Paul doing well with 19. I assume that's your corrections as well. Right then, on to round 4 then, general knowledge. Fairly steady one. What team did Ron Shudra play for in the NHL? What team did Ron Shudra play for in the NHL? Question 2. So back to Ken Priestley. He brought a book out about his time at the Steelers. What was it called? Ken Priestley brought a book out about his time at the Steelers. What was it called?
Nicola looked at that one, Mike. She's fucking stupid.
So, question 3. How many Grand Slams has the Steelers won? How many Grand Slams have the Steelers won? I'll give you a minute to have a think. So question 4, who is the longest serving Steeler? And that is including staff, so not just the players, backroom staff. Who is the longest serving Steeler? Now this is predominantly to our knowledge, so if anyone does come back and wants to correct, but I think everyone will agree on the answer when. So who's the longest serving Steeler? Question 5. What Steelers player, current or former, has the most senior GB caps? Which Steelers player has the most senior GB caps? Question 6. Which 2 players tricked Cullen Eddy to perform a fast lap which subsequently became to what we know as the Eddy? Which 2 players tricked Cullen Eddy to perform a fast lap which subsequently became to be what we know as the Eddy? And finally, question 7. The number 33 jersey has been graced by 8 different players. Only one of these players didn't play in the net. Who was it? Number 33 has been graced by 8 different players. Only one of those players didn't play in the net. Who was it? Alright then, again, I'll just give you a minute to collect your answers. Let's see what banter's been thrown around now. Dan and Matt, that will be confirmed in a minute. Bennett, I think if either me or Muzz did a quiz about Ball Hockey UK, let's face it, it'll just be about me. Right then, on to the answers for round 4 then. What team did Ron Schuder play for in the NHL? It was the Edmonton Oilers. Question 2, Ken Priestley brought a book out about the Steelers. What was it called? It was Lord of the Rings. Question 3, there you go. As far as it has been decided, we have currently won 2 Grand Slams, but 3, including this year. Longest serving Steeler, including staff, the best of our knowledge, would be Andy Akers. Started playing in the first year and then became kitman ever since. Never left, never gone anywhere, as some people might argue about other members of staff, but Andy Akers. What Steelers player, current or former, has the most senior GB caps? It is in fact Ashley Tate. Question 6. It was Mark Thomas and Jason Hewitt that tricked Cullen Eddy to do a fast lap.
Steeler don't be played by different people.
I'm not going to spoil the imagination for many kids there, Rob, but there are different people that get involved as far as that's concerned. It's not always the same. Question 7. It was Derek Laxdale who was the only player to wear number 33 out of the crease. Right then, so collate all your scores even, drop them into the chat. Let's see how we've got on. My maths is right, it should be out of 34. So 1 out of 7 on that last round, Patrick. 5 out of 7 on that, Paul. Nice. 5 out of 7, sorry. 21 in total, Mr. Bolger. Nice. 7 out of 7. I'm not believing that, Kayleigh. 4 out of 7, stick bag. 3 out of 7 for the Browns, disappointing. Come on, Nicola. Amy and Joe with 3 out of 7. Come on, Emma, what have you got? $29 out of 34. I think Kayla's with the best score. What's everyone's totals then? Let's see what we've got. What's everyone's totals? Well, we're getting them through. If there are anyone watching, if anyone is watching even, that doesn't know what Borlock is all about, you have got the junior Steelers training at Rotherham from 4:30. You have got the Ducks training from 5:30 or 5 o'clock, if I remember rightly. Sorry, Nicola, correct me. Please get in touch. And if anyone's out in the Leeds way, there's the Rams that also train on Thursday out of Middlewood. But feel free to drop any of us a message. Let us know if you want any more info. Quick thank you to Jake Renze for the videos in the breaks, if anyone hasn't seen them before. Special thanks to Carol Baskin, obviously, Dan. So look at the rest of these scores then.
That's 6. Ducks.
Yeah, Rotherham Ducks 5-6 on a Thursday. Sorry, thank you, Lewis. 16 out of 34, Patrick. No, not bad, not bad. Well, at least it proves that it was quite challenging and wasn't all too easy. Sorry, Kaylee, I'll try and get one that's a bit more trickier for you next time. Right then. Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you very much, Paul. And with 12, brilliant. Yeah, we will try and do another one in a couple of weeks' time. We'll keep everyone posted. I've done it purposely on YouTube that anyone can get involved. Now everything's all set up, it should be a little easier to get going. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Stay safe, stay at home where you can, and all the usual. I'm not going to sound like NHS either. But yeah, keep doing your bit, and I'm sure we'll be back at a rink soon. If not, I'll see if we can get another quiz going in a couple of weeks. But again,